A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, whatever it is that you're tuned into on the sport right here on KUTV. It's yet another amazing afternoon that we get to do this again. 2 hours of nothing but the best of sports right here on KUTV with different disciplines lined up for you. My good name is Florence, Ndung'U, and as actually I've said earlier, we have a lot in store for you, from boxing to football. But let me begin with football. We have the big one happening this afternoon from 4 p.m. at the Muyumba Sports Center, Kasarani. It's an African Cup of Nations qualifier match pitting our very own Harambee Stars versus the Black Stars of Ghana. Tickets are going for 200 for the terraces, and VIP tickets are going for 1,000 Kenya shillings. So you know what is happening this afternoon. It's a date. All roads should be leading to the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani, starting 4 p.m. But actually, we'll be joined by Samson Jura and Peter Pinches Maura, who are already at Kasarani, and they'll be giving us the updates, because we understand that the gates were open from as early as 10 a.m. And you know, there are some Kenyans who really love football, and I know there are some who are there very early, but we still have time from now till 4. If you didn't have a plan now, that's a plot where you can actually turn up at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani, and support Harambee Stars as they take on the Black Stars of Ghana. Also tonight, Fatuma Zarika will be taking on a Mexican opponent, that is Macedo, in a WBC title bout. The event will be happening this evening at KICC. Also another plot for you guys, and we'll be highlighting all that. Also coming on this show this afternoon, we did have a sit down with the one and only engineer Michael Olunga. You cannot afford to miss that interview. He'll be telling us how he has adopted. You know, he was in Europe. Of course, he has played locally, but also right now he's been to Asia, played for the Chinese league, and also he's actually playing in the Japanese league. So you cannot afford to miss that interview. The more reason as to why you should keep it right here on KUTV. Regional Query, also we have a one-on-one interview with him. He will be playing in a main supporting bout this evening at KICC. He will be playing against a Tanzanian opponent, Patrick Amote. He did promise that he will knock out Patrick within the 4 rounds in that bout that is actually supposed to go for 8 rounds. Also another entertaining match to expect this evening. So if you would like to talk to us, we have a number. You can text us or WhatsApp us on 0739 110 544. On Twitter, we are at KUTV Kenya. Our hashtag is #KUTV on the sport. I'm at Ndung'U, at Real Pinches, and also our guest this afternoon, Ian Muyumba, who will be dissecting for us this Kenya versus Ghana match. You can also talk to him at Ian Muyumba, that is on Twitter. Let's now turn our attention to the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. I believe Peter Pinches Maura is on standby to tell us the proceedings, what is happening at Kasarani, if the fans have already started thronging the stadium. Peter Pinches Maura, good afternoon. I don't know if you can hear us. Peter Maura, good afternoon. How are you, and how is Kasarani so far?
Well, a very good afternoon, Florence. I'm fantastic. I'm enjoying the atmosphere, though the sunshine a bit very sunny today. But again, it's the atmosphere that is across different parts of the country. Well, it's a day that we expect to see the battle of the stars, Ghana's Black Stars against Harambee Stars. And well, as many Kenyans believe that maybe this is a time for a new beginning for our team, Harambee Stars. Maybe it's time that they can be able to record that win that we have for long been waiting for. Remember, for the first encounter against Sierra Leone, Florence, you could remember that they lost 2-1 away to Sierra Leone, and they are so keen. In fact, they desperately need this win today to at least improve their chances of qualifying for the 2019 AFCON qualifiers in Cameroon. While fans are streaming in hundreds, not as the big numbers as we expect, but well, I mean, with time, we are going to see bigger and bigger numbers of fans coming in, and we also expect to see you after the show to come in and join us, Florence.
I don't know if you can still hear me, but I want to know, what is your prediction? I know you want to be patriotic, but Harambee Stars, are we going to beat the Ghanaian side?
Well, Florence, I didn't get you correctly. Kindly repeat.
What is your
Your
prediction, Peter Pinches Maura, this afternoon? Are we winning this one? You know, we lost the other one against Sierra Leone, but what is your prediction? Are we going to win against the Black Stars of Ghana this afternoon?
Well, as usual, what you like doing is put me on the spot, especially when it matters. You know, if I say Ghana is going to win, some Kenyans behind me and even some who are streaming in the stadium, they might stone me now. But again, I think with the new coach, well, as much as we might be missing some of our key players, the likes of Victor Wanyama, the likes of Ayub Timber in the squad, I still think that this is the new beginning for Stars, and I think the home team can be able to record at least a draw for this one.
All right, Peter Pinches Maora coming live from the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. Not only with those fans stone you, I also believe my director, I wouldn't be happy if you're supporting Ghana. So, well, keep it right here because Peter Pinches Maora will be giving us the proceedings as they happen at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. For those who are streaming in, we still have tickets being sold, I think, at Gate 4 and Gate 12. But let me clarify that with my pundit. Today we're introducing our pundit very early into the show. Ian Muyumba is on set and we are glad to host him for yet another amazing show. Good afternoon.
Thank you, thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I see you're fully supporting Harambee Stars, even the way you're dressed.
Yes, I have to.
I know a lot of guys are asking, can you clarify, tickets being sold still at the stadium?
Yes. There are a couple of tickets being sold at Kenya Cinema in town.
Yes.
Opposite Safari Park, just at the stage. There are tickets there. At Gate 12 also and at Gate 4. So I guess we won't have long queues at the ticketing points. Yes.
All right, so you've had it, guys. If you still need a ticket, 200 for terraces and 1,000 for the VIP. Well, let's now focus on what has been happening over the week. Football Kenya Federation President has sounded warning to anyone intending to cause chaos on Saturday during the African Cup of Nations qualifier pitting national team Harambee Stars versus Ghana. The game is scheduled for today 4 p.m. at Kasarani. Flanked by security officers, Mwendwa was categorical that anyone who will cause anarchy or vandalize public property will face the full arm of the law. At the same time, 50,000 tickets have been printed for the tie, with Kenyans urged to flock the stadium in support of the national team. Tickets for the terraces, as we said earlier, will cost 200 Kenya shillings, while VIP section tickets are on sale for 1,000 Kenya shillings. Let's listen into what Nick Mwendo had to say.
This is the biggest match since I have been here. Kenya versus Ghana is a game we have waited for a long time. We are glad that we finally have a fantastic surface at Kasarani where we can enjoy football. We want to welcome all Kenyans tomorrow. We want to ask Kenyans to support their team. The game will be on TV, and it will also be live at Kasarani. So if you have time with your family, we want to welcome you.
Tomorrow we intended to deploy enough numbers of officers from all units to ensure that tomorrow's match goes on peacefully without any single incident.
But it's okay, don't worry. Okay.
And Captain Victor Wanyama will conspicuously miss out of Harambee Stars versus Black Stars of Ghana Africa Cup of Nations qualifier slated for this afternoon at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. Wanyama is still recovering from a knee injury. McDonald Mariga Paul Were will also not be part of the team. Let's take a look at what is happening in the Harambee Stars camp. National football team head coach Sebastian Minya has settled on his final 24-man squad 3 days to Harambee Stars Africa Cup of Nations qualifier clash against the Black Stars of Ghana. Captain Victor Wanyama, his elder brother McDonald Mariga are among players who will miss out of the clash on Saturday.
He's injured, as you know. He has some difficulties with his knee. We cannot take risks for his future career, and it's a huge problem for us because it's a captain, one of the best players of the team. He's playing for Tottenham. It's not nothing, but what I can do? I cannot cry. I have to find a solution.
Kenya started their AFCON campaign on the wrong footing, losing their opener 2-1 to Sierra Leone. Minye admits that their Saturday opponents are superior to his boys, but has faith that his team will cause an upset.
We know Ghana is better than Kenya, okay? We cannot lie. But in one game, it's possible.
We are really going to give it a good shot because it's a vital game in our qualifications. Now knowing that two teams can qualify, we know that if we can get a positive results against Ghana, we really have high chances of qualifying.
For sure game itakuwa tough. Ghana ni team experience, iko na experienced players, mature. Sisi nadhani kitu inaweza kusaidia tu ni mentality na attitude. Unajua football, attitude pia play part kubwa sana kwa football.
Ghana is coming into the tie at the backdrop of a 2-0 victory over Japan and a 5-0 thumping of Ethiopia, a feat they completed without some of their acclaimed superstars.
But if you can start with some points against Ghana, it will be interesting for the future. Really interesting, but in football, nothing is impossible.
Other than the dependable Zesco United defender David Owino, who picked a slight injury during Wednesday's training, the squad is fully fit. Others in the team include goalkeepers Patrick Matasi, Farouk Shihalu and Ian Otieno. Defenders are Philemon Otieno, Joaquin Zatido, Dennis Othiambo, Joash Onyango, Bernardo Chieng, Aboud Omar, David Ochieng, Eric Ouma, Joseph Okumo, Musa Mohamed and David Owino. Francis Kahata will marshal the midfield alongside Abdallah Hassan, Anthony Akumu, Eric Johanna, Ismail Gonzalez and Johanna Omolo. Goal poachers include Piston Mutamba, Jesiwere Michael Olunga and Ovela Ochieng. On paper, the Black Stars of Ghana are superior than Harambee Stars, but come on Saturday, 4 p.m. at the Moi Sports Center, Kasarani, Coach Sebastian Minye is confident that his boys will pull a surprise. Florence, Ndung'U, Kutv Sport. All right, still on the same issue, the Black Stars of Ghana had a feel of the Moi Sports Center Kasarani grounds yesterday, just a day to the African Cup of Nations clash against host Harambee Stars. The West African team that had been camping in Ethiopia jetted into the country on Thursday evening, despite missing some of their stars, such as the Ayub brothers and Asamoah Gyan. Head coach Kwesi Ipia is confident that his fresh-faced squad will do duty comfortably. He also said that his side will not underrate their opponents come on Saturday. That is this evening. Ghana is coming into the game with their heads high after thumping Ethiopia 5-0 and winning 2-0 against Japan.
Tomorrow is not going to be easy. We're playing against Kenya, and they have their home supporters behind them, and everyone is behind them. And we have always said that, modern game, there's no minnows in football. So we are coming out here to give them a very good game. So all along, I'm trying to get some young guys in. The method that they are in does not mean I've forgotten the old ones. We need to give them the opportunity to play, because that's the only way we can assess whether they are good or not. Once they're playing, then we can pick those who are high quality to join those that we have already.
That is what has been happening over the week. Harambee Stars training camp. Also, their opponents, the Black Stars of Ghana, jetting into the country on Thursday night, having a feel of the pitch yesterday in readiness for today's African Cup of Nations qualifier clash against Harambee Stars. And the more reason as to why Ian Muyumba has joined me on set. But if you would want to contribute to today's topic, what do you think is going to win this particular match? I know people are saying that on paper we don't look so strong, which is true. Even Coach Minye did admit that Ghana is a very strong squad, but also being very optimistic that things can change in just a single match. Do you agree with the coach?
Yes, I agree that Ghana isn't one of the pushovers that we've seen in Africa. They are a very formidable squad, Actually, all their players play in top European leagues. But having said that, football is quite a dynamic sport. I believe that our players are also up to task, and they can. It's their chance to showcase their talent, to showcase what they are made of. So I'm expecting our players to also put up a strong fight against the Ghana, and I'm hoping for a positive outcome.
Yes, Ghana is a very strong team, but what should Harambee Stars do if at all they are to take the points from Ghana?
First, I guess their preparations have been adequate. Minye said they've had some good preparations, so I really hope that they've had some time to know each other well. I'm hoping that the blend of local best players and foreign best players will work out well. But I understand that us being at home, having the 12th man to our advantage will put like will have a better edge for us, and I believe that if the players keep a cool head, they can pick something out of the match.
We are talking about an opponent that did beat a team that was in the World Cup 2-0. Showing the might of the Black Stars of Ghana. Also, we are playing Ethiopia next,
Yes.
who they demolished 5-0. Is it asking too much when we say that we should actually be very optimistic that we can pull a victory today?
Of course, as fans, what everything we can do is be optimistic. But then having look at the previous performances by Harambee Stars, I remember there's a time we beat Congo home and away. It means that it's a very possible outcome for us. So I believe if the players keep a cool head, we can pick something out of the match. It's not it's of course a tall order, because Ghana are quite a stronger team than us. They have better structures than we do. They have players who've been playing in top European leagues. But I believe the 12th man, if the 12th man is in our advantage, then we can pick something out of the match.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys always say Harambee Stars always disappoints us, but we cannot give up on our team. We need to turn up at the Boys Sports Center, Kasarani, before the match kicks off at exactly 4 p.m. Let's talk about the squads themselves, both squads, starting with our opponents. Them missing the likes of the Ayu brothers, of course, and also someone like a Samojian who would offer leadership into the squad because of the experience. Do you think this in any way is going to affect Ghana?
Of course, it's always a disadvantage when you're missing your captain. Asamoah has been quite crucial for them. But then looking at the type of players they have in their squad, then it shows you that they have adequate replacements. Thomas Partey has done a very commendable job for Atletico. He will be a threat for us, especially because of the caliber of players we have. So they still have a strong squad in my opinion. Harrison Aful at fullback has been there. He was there at the 2010 World Cup. He's there right now. Kwadwo Asamoah, we've seen what he's done at Juventus. Very top quality players. So I believe Ghana are a very strong side, despite missing the Ayu brothers, despite missing Ghan. The players that are in the squad right now are capable for beating Kenya.
We also are in our camp, you're missing big names. The most person that people are looking forward to watch play against Ghana would be our captain, Victor Wanyama. He's still very injured. To me, I feel like it's a big blow for Harambee Stars, because he's the captain. He offers leadership. There's that experience when he's in the squad. How is this going to affect our play today?
Yes, of course, it's always a blow when you're missing your captain. Victor Wanyama is arguably the most experienced midfielder we are having right now. He's the best player in Kenya right now. So it's a blow that we are missing him. It's a blow that he isn't even there to come and support us. But I'm having trust in the replacements that we are having. Minye has Teddy Akumu, has Johanna Omolo, has Ismail Gonzalez. We've also seen Kahata do well in midfield. So I believe there are players that can step up and take that chance and prove it to the coach.
You know, when the captain is not there, deputy captain has to step in. That is, our deputy captain is David Calabo. We know, but he's also injured. He picked an injury a few days ago, meaning he's not going to play yet. He will be there to support the team and all that. So he's going to take up the captain's armband this afternoon.
Personally, I'm tipping Olunga for the task. Olunga has shown leadership since he was here at Gor Mahia. He's gone abroad. He's done quite well in China, in Japan, in Spain. So I'm tipping him because he has a very cool heart. He has leadership qualities in him. So if and he is also arguably the best player in that Harambee Stars team we are having today. So if he can take up the chance and show Kenyans that I can lead you and I can score goals for you, then it will be good for him.
Well, let me take you back to some reports that have been happening on social media, even for people. I personally attended the open session where Coach Minya did talk about Wanyama missing out, but what people reported was something else. People were saying that he was slamming Wanyama because of not being professional, because he did not turn up. Do you think people misquoted Sebastian?
Of course, I've seen a couple of media outlets misquoting him, but I believe Minye spoke out his mind. Yeah. He really wanted Wanyama to be with us, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. I also can't blame Wanyama because he's just on the back of an injury layoff for quite some time off. So it will have been risky for him to come and play. So I believe it calls for responsible reporting by our sports journalists. Yes.
Very important, because these things might, we like saying inatom to timing in Swahili. That is a mixture of Swahili and maybe perhaps the things we report might affect even the players. But I want to believe they are mentally strong. They are used to such things. But when I looked at the squad, we had too many defenders. I don't know if I counted 10 or 13 into the squad. And what I was thinking was, does this mean that Coach Minya is going to, I don't want to say pack a bus, but are we trying to do a lot of defending into this match?
Speaking about packing a bus, I believe Minya actually disputed that he won't pack a bus in front of his bosses, in front of 10,000 fans or 20 or 30,000 who will turn up at Kasarani. Yes. So that's out of question. But looking at it, I think it's always the nature of a team to have more defenders than strikers or midfielders. It's just the balance he's trying to create. And also, if you look at the type of players that are named as defenders. Philemon Otieno can also play in midfield. Eric Marcelo Uma can also play up front. Abu Domar can also play on the wing. So they're very flexible players who can play in a number of positions. And this is what Minya was looking at, because we are playing also Malawi on Tuesday. So he wants players who can be dynamic and fit into any position that he wants. Yes.
All right. Hopefully, you're going to see a very entertaining match this afternoon. Remember, even if you're missing the likes of Wanyama, the deputy captain will also not be there. Let's talk about Jesse. He was also injured, but what's the latest?
Jesse, I believe he's in the squad. That's what I understand. He picked up a knock in training, but I think it wasn't that serious to push him out of the match. So I believe we'll see him in the second half probably. Yes.
Another issue that I would want us to dissect, especially in the Harambee Stars squad, is who is going to step up in the goal post. We have Ian Otieno, we have Patrick Matasi, and also we have Farouk of Bandari. All these players, the reason why they are into the team is because Coach Minya has seen something in them, but we can only have one goalkeeper starting at a time. Who do you tip to be the goalkeeper this afternoon?
Actually, Minye promised us that we'll see Matasi in the post today. Yes. He actually tipped Matasi as the only player who's assured of a starting place today. But Matasi has done well in the Premier League. I had doubts when I watched him against Sofapaka in the Sport Pesa Shield over the weekend. But he's a top player. He has a powerful left foot. He knows how to kick. If he keeps a cool head, I think he will perform well against Ghana. Ian Otieno went to Zambia. I haven't seen much of him, but I'm tipping him to step up because he's played for the youth teams and he's been quite lukewarm. He isn't as consistent at top level. So I'm hoping that he'll take up this chance and probably play against Malawi and command a starting place. Yes.
So for this one, you're going with Minye's selection. That's Patrick Matasi.
Matasi will start. That's obvious. Minye promised us. Yes. But I'm tipping Ian Otieno to also step up because if he plays well against Malawi, then he could probably take up that chance. Yes.
Oh, well, you just reminded me that we have a friendly this coming
on
Tuesday against Malawi, and we are preparing for Ethiopia. So looking at how our group looks like, we have Ghana, we have Sierra Leone, who did beat us in our first match, and we have Ethiopia. Our next match is going to be against Ethiopia. We will be at home or away?
We'll start off at away, then come home.
Looking at the squad currently, going forward, you know, this is probably, today's match is probably Coach Minye's biggest game
Yes,
yet
surely
since
it is.
taking up Harambee Stars. Moving forward, do you see a situation where perhaps you would like to retain most of the players, the current players, or going forward, what do you expect? Are we going to have more players tested? Because we keep on testing players for each and every match, but perhaps consistency before we take on our next opponents?
Actually, Minye has been one of the most consistent coaches I've seen. When he came in, he had a couple of friendly matches. He then went to India for the Hero Intercontinental Cup. The squad that is playing against Ghana today is actually an addition to the squad that played in the Hero Intercontinental Cup. He's just added on a couple of players who play abroad, like Olunga, Johanna Omolo, and the likes. So I believe he's trying to understand the players he has at his disposal and trying to add additions that can only better the team that he has at the moment. Yes.
Well, something else, let's talk about security. You know, we did have a story on security brief, and for sure, anyone trying to cause chaos will be well dealt with. And it's a question that was fronted not only to the FKF President Nick Muyumba, but also the security officers. The OCPD was in that particular press conference. But we don't see a lot of chaos during Harambee Star matches, even when we lose. I think we've seen fans perhaps walk out early, but we've never, I don't remember, other than the Mashariki Derby is very different from Harambee Stars. Do you foresee a situation where anything like that could happen, or we are just being cautious?
The last time I saw it was, I think, in 2016 when we lost to Guinea-Bissau, I believe. I'm not foreseeing any situation like that. First of all, as much as it's a high-stake match, Nick Muyumba promised us that there will be adequate security. So I'll trust his word. I've actually been to the stadium. I've seen a heavy deployment of GSE officers. I've seen some dogs over there. So I believe it will be very safe for the fans. There are also a couple of stewards over there. I really hope that they won't be watching football with the fans. They will be watching the fans as they watch football. Yes.
Of course, we'll be talking to Peter Pinches Maura, who is at Kasarani alongside Samson Njora. They'll be telling us the security situation, how fans have been streaming in. Do talk to us. I'm at Florence, that is on Twitter, at Real Pinches, who is in the field, but I'm sure he will be more than glad to respond to your queries. Also at Ian Muyumba, you can ask him any kind of question in regards to this particular match, African Cup of Nations qualifier, pitting Harambee Stars, who are hosting the Black Stars of Ghana. What is your prediction this afternoon? Who do you think is going to win this particular match? Can Harambee Stars pull a surprise and win against the Black Stars of Ghana? Time is 4 p.m. Venue is Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. Zambian referees, I believe, are in charge of this particular match. We expect there to be good officiating. So talk to us. Also, you can text us or WhatsApp us on 0739 110 544. I'll be responding to all your SMSs and also your tweets. So our hashtag is hashtag KUTV on the spot. I haven't asked you before I let you go. Who is winning?
It's a very tough match to call. I'm tipping Kenya, of course, being very patriotic.
No.
But
wait, who is winning?
I really hope that we'll do win.
Yes.
Yes.
You hope?
Yes.
But we are not winning.
We will win.
It's hoping against all hope. But let me tell you guys, if Harambee Stars would win this one, personally, as Florence Ndung'U, I will forgive them for all the times they have let me down, because it will be so nice. And also, I'll have a reason to laugh at one of our friends. He's called Adams, because he will be supporting Ghana because he's Ghanaian. So we do not expect him to support us, of course, but it would be very nice. But we do want to wish Harambee Stars all the best this afternoon. Do pull a surprise us. For once, kidogo too, you know, a lot of guys say that we only win friendly matches.
By the way, the matches we've won are against top opposition.
Yes.
We only lose to Swaziland and the likes. So we beat Congo home and away.
Yes.
You remember? Yes. So I'm very confident that we can pull a surprise today.
Okay, hopefully. Let's hope that that is going to happen because there's a possibility we might lose today and then win the friendly on Tuesday. It's not going to be funny, by the way. Do you think that is a possible scenario?
It happens. I mean, we lost to Swaziland and
Yes.
beat Equatorial Guinea in
Yes.
June. So I don't know.
No, we need to win this one.
Yes, if personally, I think if you get 9 points from the group, then
Yeah.
you're good to go. We
Because
still have
two
5
teams are
matches.
qualifying
Yes.
from this particular stage.
Yes.
Ghana is a strong team. We don't perform very nicely against Ethiopians, if I'm not wrong.
I haven't checked the history, but I
Yeah.
guess they are actually the team that we need to beat in this group.
That is Ethiopia.
Yes.
Oh my God, they were beaten 5-0
Yes.
by Ghana. Sierra Leone, I don't understand why we lost to Sierra Leone.
It was under unclear circumstances. People say the referee wasn't also on our side.
Yes, I
but
hope
really
today's
hope
referees
that-
are saved.
I really hope that we'll beat them. We'll beat Sierra Leone here. We'll
Yes.
beat Ethiopia
Ethiopia.
here and beat Ethiopia away. If we
Yes.
do that, we are into the AFCON
Yes, that will be for the first time since
204.
2004 when Ghost Mule was the
The
coach.
coach, yes.
Yes. 2004, I'm trying to do mathematics. That's quite a long time, but according to my director, it's 14 years. You know, smart people. Jeff Carreo is one smart person. So, well, the match this afternoon, I hope the officiating will be top-notch. Harambee Stars need to step up, and we'll see what will happen. The referees are from Zambia, all of them.
Yes.
I believe so. So don't worry about officiating. We hope they will do their best to ensure that all the sides are happy. All right, I'm going to let Ian Muyumba go, but trust me, after this, do you see how we are dressed today? Because we have to be there. We need to turn up for Harambee
sure.
Stars. I wish we would have a camera to go to our TX. I believe even my producer, Irene Simiyu, will be heading to Kasarani. She's all done up in sports gear. Well, do talk to us. I'm at Ndung'U, at Real Pinches, at Yan Muyumba. Hashtag is hashtag KUTV on the sports. Still coming ahead. We'll be talking to one. Not actually, we did talk to one, Michael Olunga, and we did have a one-on-one. We'll also let you know who exactly is, I wanted to say Ian Muyumba, who exactly is Michael Olunga. Stay tuned to KUTV on the sport. We take a very short break. We'll be right back shortly.